Welcome to another video. We finally get it, okay? We can see now the teams. The devs have finally provided who's facing who. And in today's video, I'm gonna go over all the teams. Well, not all. I'm gonna go over the top 4 big kingdoms, and then I'm gonna go over my kingdom. Who are we facing? I'm gonna check a bit their players on the main enemy seed kingdom, so you get a rough idea on if this is gonna be a good KVK or if it's not gonna be a good one. And I gotta say, I'm really hyped because I know I'm gonna have a lot of content, but I'm a bit worried because all I'm gonna say about my kingdom for now is that the enemy team has an 11 billion power lead on us, which, yeah. So yeah, first what I'm gonna do is go over my predictions on who's gonna win the big KVKs, okay? Who are they paired with, who are they are fighting against, and just give a bit of my opinion, and then I'm gonna move to my KVK. So let's go straight into the data. So for this one, I'm gonna be using BN data, okay? Here, YouTube, Boss Nasty, drop him a follow, okay? He's grinding this every single season, which is a shit ton of work, not gonna lie, so it's the least we can do. So we know that Rage is facing TFS. I predicted this in my last video. I mean, come on, it's kinda obvious. Like, they have they have a lot of power. The closest one was TFS. TFS has insane merits to power ratio stats, okay? Like, they are 14.21%, highest in the game. Pretty sure maybe that, like, there's some smaller kingdom that has higher, but yeah, probably top 1, okay? It's absolutely insane, the merits to power ratio. They got new additions like Fluffy Waffles, which, literally, not gonna lie, counts to from 3 to 550 mil players, okay? Because if you take on average 20 to 30 mil play, I mean, maybe that's a bit low, to be honest, but I mean, dude's just insane, okay? He averages 100 mil merits per season, okay? Like, nothing else needs to be said. And then we have Toxic, okay? Big Kraken. I don't know him, but all I heard is you give him a Bastion, and you know that Bastion is safe, okay? So, yeah. I mean, it's kinda like Aristotle. The only thing is that Aristotle has 6 accounts at 300 mil power on Rage. So, yeah, I mean, it's spooky. But yeah, they will be fighting each other, okay? As we can see, the power, it's in favor of Rage. This power is said to be a bit inflated because of BW. They never migrated, so in theory they have the R5 of the BW, so take this with a grain of salt. So they had around 2 bill less power than what is set here due to dead weight, but it is what it is. The advantage on TFS side is on the merits to power ratio, okay, like 2.10% extra, which, I mean, honestly, it's a big amount. And the advantage on Rage side is the power, and then the amount of 100 mil plus players that you can see here, okay? 100 mil plus players, it's important, but it's like, this will be more important if it was T5 players, but I mean, above 100 mil plus is just how many troops does that account have. In theory, you could say that Rage can fill for a longer Bastions, for example, because they have more troops, but then again, like, we know maybe there's like, like a 98 mil power in TFS that has the wallet to just keep dumping troops non-stop, okay? So this stat for me is not really that crucial when measuring things. Now, who do you think is gonna win this? In my opinion, okay, and this is really close, like, this KVK for me is literally a coin toss. I'm gonna say 51% chance that TFS wins and 49% chance that Rage wins. Now, why? Rage, okay, it's their 5th season together. They are merged from SSG and BDO, okay? Their leadership has merged too, their players are merged, they never played together. The leadership seems to be like a big team, a bit of each, like a bit of SSG and BDO, which, like, it's gonna take them some time to start, like, having synergy, working together, not have, like, issues on I say this and you say why, okay? I think all of that could play a bit of a role on this KVK, helping and giving a bit of a lead on TFS, because TFS core, which is pretty much the leadership, like, they didn't merge, they just recruited, is pretty strong, pretty solid, so yeah, I mean, that's it. So I think that's one of the points that plays in favor of TFS. I think another point is WoW. So El Capitan and Jason, are like really friends, like they really like each other. I know WoW is not giving up on this KVK until TFS say so, okay? Like, if TFS doesn't say, okay, this is it, we're done, WoW is gonna still fight. Because El Capitan will not let go the friendship he has with Jason just because, like, maybe some of their members are tired or are thinking that the KVK is lost, okay? That's not happening. So this bondship that they have between each other, I think it will help them if things get ugly to stick together and to grind the KVK out, okay? And then again, like, so you can see here, I'm a bit worried. Like, this kingdom for me, it has like it has few players that are insane, but due to this merit to power ratio, it seems that the rest might be a bit of a dead weight, not gonna lie. Okay, I rather have a lineup like this one. Okay, well, I mean, it's better overall, to be honest. It's pretty much TFS, Oddweights, Rage, WoW, BW, yeah, like, they're, like, the quality on players seems to be better in this side, at least from data, like, bear in mind this is just data. And power-wise, it seems to be on this team. So I'm gonna say TFS wins, plus they have Jason. Like, dude will literally buy mana for his best fighters to still fight on the field, okay? That's literally like a state releasing war bonds to keep funding a war, okay? It's another level of just being absolutely psycho and winning KVKs, okay? So I think just by these small things, this could outweigh the power difference, the amount of T5s the enemy have, the 100 mil plus accounts they have, and give the win to TFS. But as I said, for me this KVK is literally a coin toss. Now we're gonna move into a second big KVK, which is Echo versus BTX. We finally have it. It's not friendly fights, it's not any bullshit. They are going at each other. All I want to see from these guys is 400 cavalry marches going from each side, just clashing, no one retreats, and see who's the last man standing on the cavalry brawl, okay? That's really what I want to see. I think that's like the peak of this KVK probably. Now for stats, they're pretty even. Like, no joke, they literally matchmake in a way to maximize the odds that they will be paired against each other. I'm pretty sure on that. The reason I think Echo is gonna win is the merits power ratio. This surprises me, to be honest, that BTX has like 1.81% more than Echo. Like, sure, they got like easier KVKs because they were trying to get into the G pool, which is like the really grindy one, but still, like, the fact that Echo only has 11% merit support ratio kind of surprises me, not gonna lie. And yeah, the issue I see on the BTX side is this too low, to be honest, and this is too low. So you can say that BTX and BR has like on average, well, MFD has substantial higher. Like, I don't know, I like, yeah, sure, BTX is almost at 13%, but I'd rather have just an even split, because in theory, like in theory, because this is data at the end, this is pure theory. In theory, BTX players, pound for pound, should perform better than Echo players, which I doubt. I think they are pretty even, to be honest. But then again, the other smaller kingdoms seems to be more on the favor of Echo. Again, I don't really care about that much about power, because you can have that power. You can have someone who literally goes on vacation, and now you lost, like, I don't know, a player of 150 mil power. Like, all those things, like, sure, if it's like a 5, a 10 bill difference, sure, but if it's like, what is this? Like a 1.5 bill power difference? Nah, I don't really think it matters that much, to be honest. And the last thing is the 100 mil plus players in favor of BTX. Well, I said here the odds are 51% chance TFS wins, 49% chance Rage wins. For me, in this KVK is 60% chance Echo wins and 40% chance that BTX win. I think it's still even. I think it still can go one or the other way. But I do believe Echo has the experience to. Bear in mind, BTX is a new-ish team into the G2 pool. Their players, sure, they played some KVKs together, but could you say that they went through really hard moments where they might be losing and stick together and pull out a comeback? I don't think they faced that like scenario yet. So due to experience, due to the merit support ratio, I'm gonna give the victory to Echo. Next team is gonna be the very loved Ice. Okay, Ice is fighting against NA. Now I'm gonna give the victory to Ice in this one. I think this is more one-sided than the other two first KVKs. So we can see that it's 69 build, well, let's say 70 build power in favor of Ice versus 73 build, okay, a 3 build power difference, but then look at this, because this is actually massive. So 100 mil plus players, the NA team has 298, while Ice has 384, which is insane. Okay, we're talking about almost 100 more players with that are over 100 mil, which is more troops, which at the end is what really matters, okay? Like, you need troops to field fight, you need troops to, like, if you run out of healing, right, either be it elixir or resource, whoever has more troops, we still control the field, okay? So this is, in this case, the difference is so huge that I think for this specific scenario, it matters that they have so many more 100 mil plus players. Another thing, it's A2G. These two camps have like a secondary camp, let's call, which is not like the most powerful one, that are super lean. Like, we're talking 18 build power, almost 14% merge to power ratio. Like, this is higher than BTX. No, where is BTX? Yeah, like, this camp is higher than BTX in merge to power ratio, okay? And they are only 18 build. That means every single player in here is probably active, is probably a fighter. They are super, super lean, okay? NF has these two. No, sorry, NA, it's Ash, okay? Now, what's the issue? Both are very close in merits to power ratio. The difference is the other one has 5 build extra merits, power of probably pure fighters, okay? Because they are kind of equal in merits to power ratio. The only difference is the other has 5 mil build power. That build power needs to be translated into more merits to have this kind of equal. So while Ash might perform super well, I think at the end, 5 build power of actual fighters is giving the edge on the Ice side. Plus, Ice needs to win. Like, that's the truth. They have been going through too many losses recently. They got the last KVK borderline zone 1 locked. They need to win. I think this is their opportunity. I am giving this match a 70% chance win for Ice, a 30% chance for NA. Plus, NA has been a kingdom that, from what I heard, it's considered a bit dead. Now, they're saying that they kicked the dead weight. They managed to pull out new players. They managed to get more activity up. That still needs to be proven. But I think for this one, in the current conditions, the victory should go for Ice, without a doubt. And I gotta say, this emoji alliance with Surprise Face has a good merit to power ratio too. 17 build, 12.28, really good. But yeah, like, bro, like, the 100 mil plus players is just too big. Like, it's not even close. Where is Ice? Like, it's almost 100. Like, it's too much. And now for the last KVK, it's gonna be NF57 versus RFF, which is down here. Where is it? Here. Now, for me, this is a bit imbalanced, I gotta say, because NF team has 72.5 build power versus, yikes, where is RFF here? 62. Like, we're talking about 10 build power difference. It's the same as in my KVK, which I think it's like, I think it's too much. Then if you look at this, merit to power ratio 9.71% versus 9.88. This kingdom has super low merit to power ratio, to be honest, which is kind of weird. But yeah, NF should deliver, EVG should deliver. 10 build power difference is kind of huge. 258 accounts over 100 mil power, 172. Like, I think this is more one-sided. The only way I see RF is, well, and actually RFF is known for having a lot of players. I think they have, like, what is it, 250 around 250 players. They probably might have more. Okay, so 620 players is the total that is calculated on this camp. And we check NF52, they even have more players. So you, even the advantage that the RFF should have, which is maybe less big players, but more like players overall, is even being neglected. So for this one, I'm giving 80% chance that NF57 wins, 20% chance that RFF wins. The only way I see RFF maybe winning this easy if they can make one of these camps, because if you check them up, like there's like 2 camps per team. If they manage to cage one camp in while maintaining an exit on the other side, like that's the only real way I can see them winning this. But yeah, anyways, let's move into my KVK. So, who's Illumi-Naughty facing? I gotta say thank you to Tiny, because this is the 4th time I record this video, and right as I was processing the last video, he PM'd me and said, look, we have this data, it's the most up-to-date, the best one you can use for your video. I was like, thank you, right now I need to go and redo all of this. So huge shout out to Tiny for making me work, like, what is it? It's my already 4th recording, so it's getting kinda crazy, and I'm running out of voice. But anyways, it's worth it because we have a KVK. Oh shit, we were first and now we're second. Anyways, to be honest, like I wasn't expecting to win on the activity stage. But who are we facing? And I gotta grind too because I don't have many points. So 167 Paragon is us, and we're facing 148. Okay, I'm gonna show you this alliance. I'm just gonna go over this and then I will go over the data. But this alliance, to be honest, for me looks the same as Illumi-Naughty, okay? I feel they are literally almost a clone, okay? Really small, we're talking 6,200 players, but really strong, committed, fighting players, which I think is really good, at least to, you know, like if then when you want to expand, you make this strong core of fighters and then you expand your player base with other players. So yeah, let's just check 148, okay? So here we are, 148 DTF, okay? That's the name of the alliance, down to fight. We're currently at 7.4 build power, and they're pretty much a 62, this is just farm accounts and whatnot, okay? Like, this is nothing. This is pretty much a 62-man alliance, but like, I'm pretty sure almost, like, I think all of them are T5. I don't think they have a single T4. No, they don't. And they have, like, some massive Kraken. Okay, like, where is she? Here. 327 mil power. Okay. 1.5 mil kills. Again, I still haven't fought with my alliance, Illumi-Naughty. From what I saw last KVK, they're actually insane. Okay. I have not seen these guys fighting, but if I check their stats, I know they are gonna show up for sure, okay? Like, I know they will show up, and I'm gonna go over the data soon, but as you can see, like, some of them 1 bill kills, others 300, 400. Like, again, it's City or Kingdom type of alliance. Small on numbers, but at least this one shows up as having good, strong players, which is the same as with Illumi-Naughty, my alliance. Let's go into the data. So this is the data that Tiny provided me, okay? Here we have all the alliances in this KVK. We have a point system, we have the power, and we have the number of T5s on every single kingdom. The number that you see below the top 20, top 100, and top 200 is a formula used by the Illumi-Naughties, which it will kind of resemble the merits to power ratio, but it has small modifications. The good thing is the more green, the better, okay? So if you see red, that means no, that's bad. And if you see green, that means good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my camp here from the left. And this is the enemy camp, okay? So, Illumi-Naughty, okay? This is us, top 20, 27.08, top 100, 13.45, top 100, the same, okay? Because we pretty much don't have 200 players, so yeah. Total power, we're at 8.5 bill, okay? And we have 70 T5s. We are the highest kingdom with, well, the one that has the biggest amount of T5s overall, as you can see. Second kingdom, this one is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, because like their values are super high. Like they are better than the Illumi-Naughty ones, but they have way less power. Like we're talking, 3 bill less power, and their T5s are 46. Then we have our other C kingdom, which this kind of worries me, not gonna lie, a bit, because like as you can see, the moire to power ratio kinda, like, bear in mind it's not only that, but it's slow. The power is 2 bil. Okay, I'm gonna show you the meme that Q, one of the R5s in my kingdom, did when trying to find allies for this KVK, and only 5 T5s. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a bit rough for them, but if they are on our camp, they can follow us and we should be good. Then we have Dao, again, really good scores here. Top 200 is a bit weak. This kingdom, I think it's the other C. So this is C, 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 this is D, D, D. Pretty sure that's the order, okay? 11 mil power, 63 T5s. Okay, you can see that us, we have less power and we have more T5s. Like, we are really packed kingdom, but low in numbers. They have obviously more players. You can see it on the power. That's why I think they have a strong core, which will be their main players. That's why these values are so high up there. But then they have maybe some dead weight, maybe some more inactive players over from the 100 to top 200. That's why the decrease is so harsh here. I'm really happy to have CBL, to be honest. Like, I know some of the people in Illumi-Naughty are really good fighters, and these guys still like pull off a higher number. That tells me these guys will for sure show up on the field and for sure will give it all. Okay, now for the D kingdoms, I mean, I think I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, I don't want anyone to get offended, but I think D kingdoms are literally a gamble. Okay, like, you can check them on paper and be like, okay, they are cash. You ally with them, their R5 tells you they are active, and then maybe they show up for 1 hour a day. Or maybe you have another kingdom and literally shows for 10 hours a day, but it's only 10 people, okay? Like, with the kingdoms, it's too much of a gamble for me to look at the data and be like, oh yeah, sure, these are good allies, or no, these are bad allies. And bear in mind, like, you can be in one of these kingdoms, you're barely getting any alliance shares, you're probably not winning many KVKs, like, it's rough for them to grow, okay? So I'm gonna skip the kingdoms on this. I don't really think I can give, like, a grounded opinion. So let's check the other camp, and let's check their C kingdoms. So the C kingdoms in here are SSL, DTF, and Dijon here. The main one, the enemy C Paragon, as I said, is DTF, and as you can see here, top 20, you have a more active fighting. Like, this really reflects activity / fighting involvement, so you can tell that Illumi-Naughty has better. On top 20 and top 100, and top 200 is the same. You have 10 more T5s, and we have 1.4 more build power than them. But remember, like, every single one of theirs is T5, not every single one of our members is T5, okay? Then we have SSL, 20, okay? Pretty much the same as DTF. We're still better in terms of those scores. Top 100, same, 13 build power. So this is the highest power kingdom in our cluster, in our KVK, and 58 T5s, okay? And lastly, we have, what is it, Dijon, 20. I mean, they're pretty even on the... My top 20 is probably like Air Force and some R3s, but as you can see in the top 100, they fall off a bit in terms of performance in PvP / activity. There are 6.4 build alliance with 48 T5s. Now, something that is important to measure is how many T5s we have on every single side. So I'm gonna calculate that. So here you can see we have 216 T5s on our side. They have 201, but they have more power, okay? So, who do I think is gonna win? When I look at this, what this tells me is that we have the strongest C kingdoms, but we have slightly weaker D kingdoms. Like, this for me is what the data is telling me. And if you look at the color, like at the colors of the charts, you can tell it. All our C kingdoms are red, like really big red. Meanwhile, the enemy D kingdoms are like an orange to yellow. In some parts, like here, number of T5, 3 is considered red, okay? I think we can win. I think we have a good shot, to be honest, especially for the quality of the player. Okay, we're 10 build power less, but like the quality in Illuminati especially, it's super good. And if we check data, CBL quality and DAO quality is really good, okay? I think we're gonna have to do a lot of lifting, okay? We're gonna really have to perform super good. We're gonna have to be cautious of our trades, of our resources, but I think we still can manage to win. And I'm gonna give a 55 to 60% chance that we win, and for the enemy a 45% chance. That's my bet now. Again, if like I don't have really first-hand experience yet fighting with Illumi-Naughty, I'm gonna have it this KVK. This prediction might be a bit wild, but I don't know. Like I know that some of the people here like are really invested into the game and will really put the effort, and I myself will, even if it's with my small T-Force. So yeah, see you in the next one.